guys, welcome to Gold Rush the game. I'm your host Renovate, and today guys we are going to start a season of Gold Rush. Now I've invited Link the Killer to play along with me and see who can get the most gold through a season. Now I don't know if he will. I think he might try, but we'll see. I don't have very much confidence, but we'll see. Maybe he'll surprise me. Hint hint. Anyways, so I already played a full season on the leaderboard, and that's what I was going to record originally, was the leaderboard version of this game, which they introduced I think like back in March or April or May, somewhere around there. And basically what it is you can still play a single player game, but you play against other people, and there's a leaderboard, and you can see who gets the most gold through the 4 seasons that are in the game. So at the end of winter, I think it's called permafrost stage, something like that. That's when the game ends. So basically when permafrost hits, the ground's so frozen that you can't really mine unless you have, I think, one of the rippers or something that you can actually rip the ground. But still, all your water freezes up and all your pipes and stuff freeze up and everything breaks. So they send you to a hotel, which is where we started at the beginning of this video. If you catch that, I run out of the hotel into the truck. And so yeah, they send you to the hotel, and then you click you're done with the season, and they tell you how much gold you've mined and how much money you've made. And so then you just go straight to the next season. So that's what we're going to do with this one. This is going to be season 1 for me. For some reason up at the top it has season 02 day 1. I don't know where the 02 came from, but it doesn't really matter. After this full season, we'll actually have season 2, so it should be interesting. So I'm fast forwarding this, and as you can tell, I'm actually doing a voiceover because I didn't want to bore you. So this is about 3 hours of gameplay, and I didn't want to just record it all and try to edit it all, so I just put it all in fast forward. I did cut out a couple segments, as you can see there. Like the whole driving stuff. I'm sure that's not interesting at all. But yeah, so if you're not familiar with the game, you basically have 4 claims, I believe. There's 4. There's one in each corner of the map, and they start you off with a claim, this one here. And this is, I guess they would call it the beginner's claim, but it doesn't cost you anything to be on this claim. It's the lease is free. But the owner of the property does take 30% of the gold that you mine, so that's the only fee. So you gotta be cautious of that. But some of the other claims that there are, and each claim has a, I guess you would say, a difficulty. So this has got the least amount of gold on it, and then the next one up is kind of like a medium range gold, then high gold, and then very high gold. So that's how that goes. And so this is the beginners area right here, and since you only start off with $450, if you saw at the beginning, I know it's going pretty fast, but we stopped at a bank, got a loan for like I think $1,200 or something like that. So instead of starting off with just a regular hog pan and doing everything by hand, I went ahead and purchased the hog pan with a pump, and we went ahead and got a diesel pump there. And we are going to mine this little dirt area here by hand. Now we can still use our shovels and stuff. They've actually introduced a lot more than just shovels. They've got shovels, tools, you can see right there at the bottom, all kinds of different things. And that's because a lot of your parts in your machines also break down now as well. So back at the shop that's in town, if you're familiar with the game, there's actually a new section to the shop, and that's all stuff that has to do with repairing your machines. Now right there, a little dialogue box popped up, and then it showed that you dug up a nugget, and it asks you, do you want to keep the nugget, or do you want to play without finding nuggets? Now, back when I played this and recorded it the last time, which was like in 2017, it's like when the game very first came out, when you came to this area, there was just one big nugget that you would find, and it was like $45,000 nugget or something like that, something ridiculous, but it was enough to get you out of this little area and for you to buy all the machines and stuff that you needed to go to like a tier 2, I think, or a tier 3 setup. There's 5 tiers, I believe now. There might be 6. I got a DLC on this one that adds a couple machines to the whole processing stuff. But yeah, so now you get little nuggets, and you'll get them quite often. And as you'll see here in the top right-hand corner, as soon as my little shadow play thing goes away, you'll see that I have 21 ounces of gold. That's not gold that I've panned. That's gold nuggets that came out of the ground. So that's not something that I've been doing, or I did, using a pan. I think we only get like 2 ounces total out of the pans. And eventually, as this video goes along, you'll see that we actually get like 33 total ounces by the end of the day, which is amazing. Yeah, but I didn't mind that much. So you'll probably see as we go through the season, our gold ounce count might be extremely high, but it's not really the gold that I've processed. And you'll also see that I think towards the end of the season, now I know in the leaderboard thing, they do not count nuggets as gold that you've earned because it's not gold that you processed. It's kind of like a gift, so it doesn't count towards your gold count. So, but yeah, but like I was saying, I did play on the leaderboard thing, but I got in late. The leader actually had like 15,000 ounces of gold already, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to catch up with that guy. And I think they're on season 4 right now, or cycle 4, and I think it ends in like 2 weeks, so it wasn't really worth me trying to catch up. So we'll just play this one, and if we do want to get into the leaderboards, maybe we will. I don't know. We'll see. I could record 2, but I wanted to do this one, and so that's what we're doing. So this is the beginning section. We're panning for gold right here. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that may added to the game. They added seasons, of course. So right now, if you look up there, it says there's 10 days till summer. So we are in the springtime. So once you leave the hotel, you're actually at the end of winter, beginning of spring, and each season has 10 in-game days. So you have 10 days of summer, 10 days of autumn, and then 10 days of winter. Now, at the end of 10 days of winter, it goes into permafrost, and that's basically lights out, and you can't do anything. Pack everything up. They did add a storage facility on your property, or you can haul all your stuff back to the storage at the shop. But you want to make sure you get everything in, because otherwise at the end of winter, you'll get all these dialogue boxes pop up that say, you know, your hose broke, this broke, that broke, and you got to repair all that. And it takes about a day, a full in-game day, to repair everything that breaks during the winter. It's kind of a pain in the butt, and it's costly. The other thing that they did is they added sales. So if you're playing in the game and you happen to be driving back towards the shop, it'll have a little dialogue box that pops up and says stuff is like 25% off or 16% off. So you can pick up your machinery and like your excavators and stuff at discount rates. The best time to buy them is at the very end of winter. There's like 2 days left at the end of winter. That's the best time to buy it, because nobody's buying stuff at that time or using it, so the stuff's pretty cheap. Also, gold goes up pretty good at that time too, so if you want to hold on to a bunch of gold until the end, that's a pretty good idea too. So what we'll probably do is get the basics. I'm probably going to stay at this mining place at the beginning, and we'll stay here as long as we can and get as much money as we can till the end, and then we'll see where we're at financial wise. And then we'll decide if we want to buy another claim or buy this claim and just mine it out. I might leave that up to you guys. I'll have to see how the viewership goes first. I'm not going to do this as a test series like my other ones. I got another game I'm going to be doing as a test series. I'm just going to do this one for fun because I really enjoy this game. It's kind of fun. If you ever want to just play a game that requires lots of grinding, this is it. This game's got a lot of grinding in it. So... but yeah, as you can see there, it's 6 o'clock. We're almost up to 33 ounces of gold. They still do have magnetite in the game. It's just not as prevalent as it used to be. You used to be able to get like tons of it. They have an upgrade system, which you'll see when we go to the blacksmith. So you can buy upgrades for how quickly the blacksmith will smelt your gold. You can get upgrades to how much gold you lose when he smelts it, how much gold he processes when he smelts it, and then how much gold he can process. So instead of, I think the standard is he can only do 20 ounces at a time, you can buy an upgrade where I think it goes up to 80, and then it goes up again. So that's pretty cool. And then workers work a little bit different now too. Workers actually are more of a process oriented type thing. Used to be like you could buy a worker and they would actually work a hog pan. I sound like a different language there. A hog pan, and you would see up in your money thing would keep going up because they're actually mining for you. They don't do that anymore. They actually give you like how can I say this? They give you production increases, so it's like an upgrade to your products. But they do some useful things too. They'll actually switch out the buckets and the hog pan mats and stuff. It's pretty cool. So you'll get to see that as well. They have added water towers that we can rebuild. A couple heavy machinery, a couple of ore processing things that you can buy, and they're really expensive. You'll see. And so yeah, so I think I'm watching this now. I'm shutting everything down, so we are getting ready to go to the city and sell the gold. So you'll be able to get the seed right. So that right there was a page. So there is a story in the game now, and there's all these pages that are left everywhere on the map. And every once in a while, you'll see a little page pop up there in the top right-hand corner. I think you get one pops up right here. Yeah, you can see it right there. That means there's a page laying down on the ground somewhere, and if you go and find it, it goes into your journal, and there's a story that produces inside your journal, and it's pretty cool. The noise that you're hearing in the background is my dog. She's got a cold, so if you hear something coughing or snorting, that's my dog. It's a French bulldog. But anyway, so that's my gold. I think right now we take it back to town and sell it. I think I have to take a bar first so that we have money to smelt the rest, because it does cost, I think, like 10% or something like that. We lose so much gold at the beginning of the game just from the leases and the smelter guy, the blacksmith. He takes a lot. We lose a lot in the processing. I mean, we lose a lot of gold in this game. But hopefully after we do the upgrades, we don't lose hardly any gold, which would be cool. So I don't know what my goal is going to be. I was going to make it 400 ounces by the end of the season, but I already know. I've recorded 3 episodes, and I already know what the next episode is going to have. So I think 400 is going to, I think I kind of went too low. I was thinking more along the lines of the leaderboard thing, because I didn't get like 400 ounces the whole freaking season. So yeah, I think we'll blow past 400 ounces, so I will wait for like another episode just to see how it goes, and then I'll make a kind of a ballpark of what I think or my goal is going to be. So, but here we are. We're going to go to the bank. We have all our gold on us. I forgot to turn the engine on, so the car just kind of like rolls off to the side. But yeah, so you can see that there's snow on the ground, and then after the snowy season comes, it's springtime, so that comes in a couple days. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you smack the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up, and I hope that you come back and watch another episode. This has been Gold Rush the Game. I've been Renovate. See ya.